there's nothing coming off on the,
So I'd tell you, there's no way that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Forvo, that was wet.
That's wet. You're now gonna do
15 minutes.
the 15 minute.
Got a little fluid there.
It's pretty good, but I'm concerned because we're not getting any transfer to the floor to speak of.
I'm all right with how hard it pulls, but I don't like the fact that we have no
Can
glue
you go on
transfer.
the side that's not full already?
This is 30 minutes.
That's better than the other one?
Oh, yeah. Ripping.
Tim, what do you think of that? I'm bothered by the amount of adhesive on the floor.
yeah, you know, I personally have some questions about just some of the trash. I think, myself, I think it's trash. If you look at the paint on that one, you know, it's came right up with the adhesive way in there. But, I mean, that's it's all your call.
Well, what I can tell you is this, markings on a floor like that, that's a very normal thing.
Oh, of course.
Now, what I don't see in this product here that I saw over there is I don't see any of the gray.
I do. If you look into it, it's there.
There's a piece, there's a,
You can see it throughout. Just a little flatter. You wanna hold
Is
it,
that
take
the
a look
same
at it.
product right there?
Yeah.
this one they just did with a head seam.
Yeah, it's gonna have seams and all
Oh, gotcha.
What is that one
See
there?
how the seam was gonna
the floors
go.
normally want to cut up on the ends. The ends.
What is that though? Nora or the
Well,
Forvo?
this is
No,
Forvo.
it's the same.
Yeah.
See, do you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see what you're talking about.
Well, I guess what I'm
No, it needs to
feeling
be the same
is
block. If it's got a curve, so we need to use the same kind of block.
I mean, there's a ton of transfer right there. Look at that.
How long was that?
I mean, we need to use the block like we did by the helicopter stand.
But we got none over here at 30 minutes.
If you're gonna turn the sharp radius, you need to use.
Yeah, but I'm still, when you get into looking at this area right here, if I look right here and the whole thing came up like this, I'm okay. When I get into this right here, I get worried.
So-
Yeah.
But wouldn't you be more worried about the install instead of the,
Doing a full take right now.
I mean, what would be inconsistent about the slab that would make it do that?
Some don't, some will, some don't.
Jason, prep wise, explain what exactly took this corner of the
Come
room
in, sand the floor.
and what kind of sander did you use or what?
Got a buffer, but I just have to call, it was 185 grit or whatever, rough sandpaper, we sanded it.
It's probably 60, but we'll find that out.
Okay.
Then took, swept the floor.
Swept it with a broom. Okay.
Then we apply the glue.
And then you applied the glue. Okay.
And one of the challenges, you know, honestly, the sandpaper is doing the 60 grit, and most times it's 60 grit, and you can look at it maybe 80 grit, but it's going to typically be 80. On a burnished slab, it's not doing anything to the slab. So people think, okay, it's opening the pores. It really doesn't open the pores. All it's doing is removing sheetrock mud or anything that's gotten on the floor from construction that doesn't have a good bond. But it isn't doing anything to the top layer of the concrete to speak of. And I wouldn't expect that it would, those bits bother me a little bit because maybe that isn't the concrete, maybe it's something else. but I struggle with the fact that it's bits with sandpaper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially if it was swept. Now, we'll look at the existing slab to take that, that'll give us a feel of what we have. But, well, what's interesting is this, we have a lot more of that here than we do here. I mean, there's a little bit of that here, but not a lot.
And that is pulling more of the, I mean, these are still tacky, so.
Tim, what are your thoughts? What's your experience been on jobs looking at this type of situation?
I think it's all about prep. I mean, I said that on the phone the other day. I mean,
So how would
are
you
you
guys,
prepping it?
how
Are you prepping
how
it for
would
the
you?
manufacturers? That's something I can't speak to. I'm not a flooring
Right,
person.
and
but
we,
I mean,
and
I
we
know
do
it's-
this every
you
day.
guys
I mean,
do this all the time,
we
so.
we do jobs every day, and what we're going through on this job, what he did in this area is what we do on every job we do.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and pull the NORS. You got